Hey guys, good morning. We're going to do our children's church lesson today. We're out here at the park, okay? And we're going to do it out here in nature, right? So, I've got a few questions for you guys to think about, and I want to know what you think the answer is, okay? These are going to be some tough ones, so you've got to think hard, okay? First one, there's a skateboard trick that's not possible to do. What is it called?
It's rolling around in a circle.
Rolling in circles? It's called impossible.
Impossible.
If it's not possible, it's impossible, right?
Impossible.
Okay, another one. What's as light as a feather, but even the strongest man cannot hold it for more than a few seconds? It's light as a feather, but even the strongest man can't hold it.
A bird.
A bird? How about his breath? All right. Let's do the last one. How far can you walk into the woods? We just walked on some nature trails. How far can you walk into the woods?
We walked super far.
We went super far, but how far can you go? How's the furthest you can go?
I don't know. 100,000 miles?
How about halfway? Because then you start walking out of the woods, not into the woods. Get it? Get it?
He lost me. He lost me. That bird.
Oh, that was a mosquito.
What?
We got the mosquito. All right, so listen, guys.
He was lost me.
I know, but listen, look at what right here.
He
Today-
kissed me, hugged me. That's the skill wants me.
I know.
They being
So-
nice to me.
It was being nice to you.
Mhm.
So today we're going to talk about the Lord's Supper. Have you guys heard of the Lord's Supper?
No.
Okay, so what happened was, you did? Okay, so what happened was, this was his last meal that Jesus had with his disciples before he was crucified, right? Okay, so let me just tell you a little bit about the things that were happening here, okay? Jesus was about to leave his friends, and he knew that they were going to have some scary things that they had to figure out on their own. So he wanted to make sure to prepare them for it, and he wanted to have one last meal with them. So in Jesus' time, people ate at low tables and sat on pillows on the floor. But what we're going to do is we're going to have it picnic style, because we're going to be pretty close to the ground like they were, okay? We're out here in picnic. So now Jesus, that's right. Jesus blessed bread and wine and served it with his friends. That's what they had back then, okay? Now, we have little bread like this, these little crackers, and that's what we're going to use, okay? Now, listen.
There you go.
There you go, just right there. All right, you hold it for me, okay? So, this meal was part of the Passover feast, all right? Jesus and his disciples were in Jerusalem to celebrate Passover. So let's listen in at what Jesus told them, okay? I'm going to read the first one, and Caroline's going to read the second one, okay? First one here. Jesus said, "Don't let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God, and trust also in me." All right, Caroline, you read the second one here.
There is more than enough room in my Father's home. If were not so, would I have told you that I am going to prepare a place for you?
When everything is ready, I will come and get you, and so that you will always be with me where I am. So Jesus was telling his disciples that he's going to be leaving them very soon, because he knew that in just a few short hours, they were going to come and arrest him, and he was going to be put on trial, and he was going to be crucified, just like we talked about on Easter. And so he knew that was coming, so he wanted to prepare him. And he said, hey, when I leave here, I'm going to go make a place for you guys. I'm going to make a place in, where did you think he went to make a place?
In Florida.
Heaven.
In Florida.
Heaven, that's right. So let's read on as to what Jesus said next to his disciples. Caroline, can you read this one?
I have loved you even as the Father has loved me.
Remain.
Remain in my love.
When you obey my commandments, you remain in my love, just as I obey my Father's commandments and remain in his love. I have told you these things so that you may be filled with joy. Yes, your joy will overflow. So listen, guys, how did Jesus show his love for the Father, for God?
He died in the world.
He died for the world, okay, and how did he show his love for the Father? He did that, and why did he do
He
that?
started the world.
Well, he did start with us, right?
And he created this world, and he wanted to keep it safe because he saved our sins.
Yeah. Well, he obeyed God, right?
This one.
Yeah. Wait just a second. He obeyed God to do his commands, the Father. And so how do we show that we love Jesus?
That we're going to be kind to one another.
Okay. And obey Jesus, right?
And obey our parents.
Okay. And Kaylin was getting ahead of us here because look at this one. Read this next one, Caroline. What did Kaylin just say?
This is my commandment. Love each other in the same way I have loved you.
There is no greater love than to lay down one's life for one's friends. You are my friends if you do what I command.
This is my commandment. Love each other.
What does that mean, guys? What are we supposed to do?
Love each other.
Love.
Not be mean to each other.
That's right. Love each other. Family, friends, people that we meet on the street. We're supposed to show Jesus' love. Cousins, yes, everybody. All right.
If you just make a friend, you have to be nice.
That's right. Jesus often emphasized the importance of loving each other. That's why we've shaved our treats here that we're going to share together and have our meal just like Jesus had his meal with his disciples. All right, now we're going to go over to Caroline to do our crafts.
Hey guys, this is Caroline and Caitlin. So now we need crayons, scissors, and the directions is at the very top of the page. So now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna have a page like this. Next, Caroline, next. Oh yeah, I forgot. Then we're gonna make this. Then you're gonna cut it at on the black lines. Then you're gonna hold it like an hexagon. So first, you're gonna fold it on the black lines, and then you're gonna get it up. Then you're going to fold it. Oh yeah, and now you're gonna fold it on the hexagon lines.
On the diagonal lines.
On the diagonal lines. There's no black lines there. So now you're gonna fold it on the diagonal lines.
Do the other side.
And do the other side. If you don't do it, then it won't stay. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna have your fingers up here. It's very hard to do. I think your parents will have to help you with that. So now you will have to go by.
And while Caroline's working on that, Kaylin is starting to color her book.
Then you have to fold it by page. Then you will have this. This is what it's going to look like, but I'd rather kind of color it and scribble on it.
So what is this, Caroline?
This is a savor with Jesus.
Supper with
Jesus, Savior
book.
And
it has different questions in there, right? Kaylin, can you read one of the questions to us?
I'm going to read the number 2 one. What kind of place do you think Jesus is preparing for you in heaven?
What kind of place is Jesus preparing for you in heaven?
I don't know.
What kind of place is he preparing, Kaylin?
In Georgia.
In Georgia. A place with joy, a place with peace, right?
A place with love.
And we'll see you next week.
There's another one what I want to.
Oh, one more.
One more. What does it look like to remain Jesus's love?
What does it look like to remain in Jesus' love? Can you answer that?
He wants you to love each other, be with each other, and don't get mad at each other. I'll see you next week for next week's craft. I'm going to share with my mommy with a booklet.
Ooh, the lesson said to share with a friend about the booklets that you made. So Kaylin's going to tell me a little bit about her booklet.
So I cutted it and I folded it and then I colored it.
Oh, yeah? What is one of the questions that you want to tell me about? You want to look at the back one? It says, brainstorm 3 different ways you could love each other this week. How can we love each other, Kaylin? And how can we love our friends?
We can love our friends by giving a thing to them.
Okay. What else can we do?
We can be nice to them.
Yeah. And you know what, Kaylin?
Be nice to one another.
Yeah. We can pray for them. So go share your book with somebody today.